I would say that the greatest challenge that we face is, on the one hand, massive urbanization, partly associated with rapid growth in the youth population that we expect to see continuing over the next um, many decades. And so we are seeing rural areas becoming depopulated, and for the communities living behind, the underdevelopment of our rural areas is extreme. And so road transport is a major concern. So overall, massive urbanization spurred by growth in young people. And as a consequence of that, we're facing a combination of many challenges. In the first instance, our ability to provide education for this burgeoning youth population, whether it is school education or undergrad, university education, or in between the technical vocational education, college education. We simply are nowhere near the demand for educational opportunities. Parallel to that, of course, is the question of jobs. We are simply nowhere near the demand for jobs, given the massive oversupply in the labor market of a combination of low to medium and increasingly even high-skilled young people. You will have noticed 10, 15 years ago, we had seen the Arab Spring sweeping through North Africa. And that was largely associated with this huge oversupply of university graduates and undersupply of jobs in the labor market. And we expect to see that becoming even more significant in the next 2 to 3 to 4 decades. And so massive concern about the economy. And so whilst we see in a number of instances, East and West Africa in particular, significant growth rates, unfortunately, we also see significant inflation rates at the same time, negating the growth in many respects. But nonetheless, we're seeing significant growth in parts of the economy. In the last decade, in particular, in the area of property development, and more latterly, we're seeing significant uptick in the mining sector as the global demand surges for critical minerals associated with renewables on the one hand, but also associated with very ordinary things such as computers, mobile phones, materials for the military equipment, materials for commercial airlines, and so on and so forth. And so, if I was to put it in a nutshell, then we're seeing massive youth unemployment becoming a significant concern because there appears to be inadequate innovation and reflection at a policy level and then at a follow-through level in respect of seizing opportunities for this demographic dividend. I think there is still a significant risk that this demographic dividend could become a Malthusian disaster for us. And so that has to be managed very carefully. Access to education on the one hand, and training, and skills for work, and on the other hand, better matching between educational institutions and our offerings and the labor market. At the same time, we do need significant intervention in the economies, North, East, West, Southern Africa, if we are going to be able to benefit from this demographic dividend.